I like to say I help you get the issues out of your tissue. It started roughly about 13 years ago after I sustained an injury while training someone. 6 months went by and I'm still in pain. So I started taking the traditional methods of care, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and I would go, I'd do the sessions, but I'd walk out and I'm still in pain. So over time, I lost trust in the system. And one day I met a trainer who knew how to stretch, right? In a 15-minute session, he started to stretch me and had me breathing. And I got up off that table, I went into a deep squat. I felt no pain. And I was like, wow. I told him I'm back.
My dad passed in December. And before he passed, even though they're like ex-husband, ex-wife, they're best friends. After he passed, her pain tolerance went from being able to manage, drive, do everyday living to being in the bed confined, and literally sent her to the hospital. She just got out after 2 surgeries. So tell me how or why, when it comes to pain, when it comes to the things pent up in your body, if not released, if not stretched out, how that can literally unalive someone, honestly, if the support is not there. Hey guys, welcome back to the Healing While Building podcast. I'm your host, LaShana West, your business therapist and mindset coach. Today is a special episode. I'm here with Ben the Baptist, owner and founder of the Stretch Loft. And guys, we have a special share for you. Ben, introduce yourself for the people.
Hey people, like Shauna said, my name is Ben the Baptist and I'm a holistic healer inside of the stretch therapy space. I like to say I help you get the issues out of your tissue. And I'm also the founder and owner of the Stretch Loft and the Stretch Loft Academy, both located in the Maryland area. The Stretch Loft provides the services. The Academy trains, mentors, and certifies aspiring wellness professionals. Even if you're not already in wellness, you're a career changer, or you're someone who's always wanted to work with people, we help to train and mentor you to be able to do that throughout our programs.
Wow. The thing that resonates with me right now is I help you get the issue out of your tissue. Where did this brainchild, where did this unique service and business come from?
It started roughly about 13 years ago after I sustained an injury while training someone. And, being a former athlete, being in the gym, I was used to things healing on their own. 6 months went by and I'm still in pain. So I started taking the traditional methods of care, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and I'd do the sessions, but I'd walk out and I'm still in pain. So over time, I lost trust in the system. And one day I met a trainer who knew how to stretch, right? And stretching wasn't a big thing. It wasn't like, we always thought, okay, that's for athletes.
Yeah.
But in a 15-minute session, he started to stretch me and had me breathing. And I got up off that table. I went into a deep squat. I felt no pain. And I was like, wow. I told him I'm back. And so from that day on, I knew that as a trainer, a lot of people that I worked on had pain and injuries and things inside their body that was preventing them from getting results.
Yeah.
And so after learning that I didn't need a license to do this, I didn't need to go back to school, I jumped onto the training and the education, and shortly after I started providing the service. And today I own 2 studios and, have helped thousands of people get out of pain.
That is such a blessing. When I think about pain, I know pain causes stress, but pain also kills, right?
Yeah.
And so we're on the Healing While Building podcast, and over the past few weeks, I've been talking to Ben about grief. Can we kind of chat about how grief can turn into something more severe, which, they say the body keeps a score.
Yeah.
And how it works through your body and then can manifest in your overall being?
So what I like to explain to people is that you have storage banks in your body, right? And in different parts of your body, there's different storage banks, and those storage banks carry different emotions and experiences, okay? And so grief is an experience that also leaves you with an emotion that goes and rests inside that storage bank, okay? Grief can have you up at night, grief can have you crying, grief can have you off. I just lost my best friend 2 weeks ago, and I found out about it a little over a week ago, and I've not been the same, right? I've identified that I now got issues in my tissue, right? I've been forgetting things. I've been forgetting things, not being able to sleep, just kind of found myself stuck.
Yeah.
That's because I'm carrying that emotion in my body. And not only that, but I'm feeling different things in my body that's come up. Okay? And so that's how these things get stuck in the body. And they start to restrict you of your expression.
Ooh, look, I need you
Right?
to look right dead in the camera. They start to what?
They start to restrict you of your expression, your ability to move, your ability to think, your ability to feel. And so that's how these things get stuck. So yes, like if you're walking around with these things and you haven't identified a way to release them, it can make you sick and send you to the hospital.
Wow, I'm like sitting here just self-reflecting because my mom just got out of the hospital, and I was telling Ben earlier, my dad passed in December. And before he passed, like that's, even though they're like ex-husband, ex-wife, they're best friends. After he passed, her pain tolerance went from being able to manage, drive, do everyday living to being in the bed confined, and literally sent her to the hospital. She just got out after 2 surgeries. So tell me how or why, when it comes to pain, when it comes to the things pent up in your body, if not released, if not stretched out, how that can literally unalive someone, honestly, if the support is not there.
Like I mentioned earlier, right? Like restriction in the body also means there's a lack of expression. So when I say lack of expression, we're not breathing properly. So we're not getting proper oxygen. We're not getting proper blood flow. So it's almost like our system is stuck, right? There's no energy moving through the system. If there's not any energy, if there's not any blood flow, any oxygen, then what's going to happen? Right? And that's really, literally, a lot of us are walking around not breathing. A lot of us walking around shoulders up, tense, like kind of walking on pins and needles. Like
You're right. And it's just so interesting. And I don't want to make this session about my mom, but she didn't have any blood flow in her leg. She had a blood clot, and her leg was in risk of being amputated, guys.
Yeah.
Literally cut off.
Yeah.
And so, when we see this happening around us, we're like, oh, okay, whatever. But when it hits your front door, a friend passes, a parent passes, someone in your family is literally at risk of losing a limb, we start to wake up. Why is that it has to knock us on our front door for us to really lean in? Let me tell you something. If you've been watching this podcast or any podcast, that means you are ready to speak. I am a business therapist and speaker coach, and I love supporting the underdogs, the silent killers, and the one that might even be shrinking in the corner, making sure that nobody sees them. If that's you, come to the front. It's time for you to share your voice, and we are accepting guests on the Healing While Building podcast. You can share about your story. You can actually get hot seat coaching with me because I do this for a living. Or you literally can just play around with an idea, and I can provide you some clarity so you can go from confusion to catapulting to the next level. Let me tell you why I even care about this idea. I care because there's too many people literally sitting at home watching everybody else come across their screen. And then we start to be resentful. You want to know why? Because you belong at the table. And not only do you belong at the table, you're ready to create your own table. Yes, I'm talking to you. So I need you to do 2 things. Number 1, are you subscribed to this channel? Yes or no? Number 2, get out your phone, which you're probably watching me on your phone anyway. Hey, what's poppin'? And I need you to text the word breakthrough, one word, BREAKTHROUGH. I'm glad I got that right. To 833-607-2941. That's going to start your journey of doing all the things that you think about, but now putting action to it. So if that sounds like something that you resonate with, let's go ahead and get connected.
I think it's because we've not been taught the coping mechanisms.
Yep.
And then let me not even say coping, because coping just means to kind of like deal with it at that
Right.
time. But we've not been taught self-care, right? We've not been taught how to properly take care of ourselves. Like if you think about it, going through school, When were you ever taught how to take care of yourself?
Never.
Hey, stretch. Hey, breathe. Right? Hey, connect, meditate. Right? So we're not taught those things. So what we are given are, surgery, injections, or pills.
Exactly.
Right? And so when you don't have the knowledge of, or you don't have knowledge of self or what to do with yourself, or even how to heal yourself, then, that can lead you to either in the hospital, all right, or unalive.
Or what I say, drugs, sex, and rock and roll, which are negative coping skills, which will put you down a negative path.
Yeah.
When you talked about self-care, the first thing that came to my mind, Ben, was how the system is reactive versus proactive. Therapy. Most people don't go to therapy when things are going well. They go when they're in crisis. They go when someone passes. They go when there's a heartbreak. And one thing that I share is that, you know how kids have to get their shots before school, dental appointment every 6 months, PCP appointment. I would love if there was a wellness line, a therapeutic line where they had to have that kind of support. In a perfect world, maybe we'll get there. What are your thoughts on that when I share that?
I think that, you like I said, I really believe that you have to be your own doctor. You know what I mean? First, okay? And once again, it goes back to the education. Once we're educated, then we could do better.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's examples of all around us from family members who, may have gotten an amputation or may have died from cancer, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of these things, y'all, can be at times prevented by just, going and getting the wellness services, right? Going and getting therapy before something happens, going and getting a stretch before something happens. I think that what I'm seeing is that a lot more people are starting to really go towards that route.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they've kind of lost belief in like, oh, I need to be on drugs the rest of my life, or I must go get this surgery. They're starting to look for those alternative methods. So now it's just not waiting till something happens, but, being preventative about it.
Yeah, more of a holistic approach. What do you think triggered or sparked that turn in society and in the world to look at alternative versus traditional medication, surgeries, things of that nature?
I think with social media, at least for me, I learn a lot from social media. And not that everything that people put out is true, so always cross-check, but that awareness. A lot of people are, now we're learning about contrast therapy, right?
Yeah.
We're learning about infrared therapy. We're learning about cold plunging. We're learning about stretch therapy.
Yeah.
And so I think that what's happening is that before, when we didn't have the knowledge, all we knew was, oh, back hurts, let me go to the doctor.
Yep.
Right? His back hurts. Who he gonna call? Right? But now all these different things are coming up and people are advertising it. So now we're learning more and more about what's out there for us.
I love it. I want to switch gears a minute and let's think back to the live demonstration, the live activation that you just did. And guys, you're going to be able to take a peek here on the channel after this podcast. You had your Instagram fam tuning in. What did you do with your model, Catherine, with that live demonstration? And because she's okay with this, what did you find in her body that she needs to continue to work through?
So in the live demonstration, I basically showcase how you could do this work, in this case, on the ground, okay? And so one of the things that I want people to know is that you're not limited to just a massage table. You can do it standing up, you can do stretch therapy on the ground, you can do it from a chair.
Yeah.
And so, I wanted to show people that number one, you could do it from anywhere, but also how to turn their hands into income. A lot of people are sitting at home struggling, right? They're suffering with lower back pain, they're suffering with insomnia, depression, anxiety. All those things point to issues that are going on inside of that body.
Yes.
Okay? And a lot of them are taking medication. They are seeing a doctor, but they still have that in their body. Okay? And so I just wanted to showcase some simple moves that you could do with someone at home and really kind of tap into those people who've always wanted to be into wellness, or maybe you wanted to be a nurse, maybe you wanted to go to chiropractic school and something happened. This is your opportunity. As far as what I found with Catherine, so Catherine shared with me that she is a former track person. She ran track all the way to college. And this is typical, right? when I was stretching her hips, I found out that one hip was a bit tighter than the other one. As a matter of fact, one hip kind of let go, and one hip I had to really work before it let go.
Wow.
And that just kind of points to there's something in that storage bank that she may or may not be ready to let go yet. And so it's not my job to force it, it's my job to facilitate the environment so that she can let go. And you guys are gonna see in the video, I spent time with her and just really had her breathe, and she just started to just let go beautifully. I don't know what she told you in her testimonial, but you know, we both were in that moment together.
Oh, I love that. Now, you mentioned that you don't have to go to school or be licensed. Someone may be asking, well, why not? You're literally touching someone. You're moving things in their body. They might well, what if something happens? So can you kind of talk about the difference in why it takes training, certified training, but not a degree or technical certification? So this episode is sponsored by LaShana's Lemonade, and I actually have the founder of LaShana's Lemonade, Jasmine Escobar. Introduce yourself for the people and let everybody know about your brand.
Hey everybody, my name's Jasmine, the owner of LaShana's Lemonade. It's alkaline, organic, all natural, freshly pressed lemonade. It originated from just my curiosity with herbs like lavender, hibiscus, and fruits. And so I like to make fresh pressed juices. So I was like, what if I made a mango lemonade or a mango mint lemonade? So I just kind of spiced it up in the kitchen, and
voila, magic. I love it. Guys, you can get LaShana's Lemonade at Pop Up and Create. Jasmine, thank you so much. And I'm loving the yellow showgirl. You are on brand.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I am now a lemonhead.
So I always tell people, a surgeon coming out of school, a dentist coming out of school, they're not necessarily ready. They're not 100%. They come out of school and they go into practice.
Yeah.
This is a skill set that you can learn and then go into practice, right? Not being perfect, but you could learn something over the course of a few hours or a few days and know how to do it. Just like if I could teach you how to change a tire. You don't need to be a mechanic. You don't need to go to test college and become a mechanic, right? Someone can teach you how to do nails.
Yeah.
Right? And so in today's world, more and more people have access to the education and the training and the learning, and you can actually do that from home. If you have a desire, if you want to work with people, you've always wanted to get into wellness, you're good with your hands, you're someone who takes care of your own body, you possess a skill set that you can help somebody else with. Now, you are working with the human body, of course, okay? And so that's where the training comes into place, right? How much pressure or force should you be using, okay? What do you communicate with the client? How do you assess someone to find out where are they tight? Where are they hurting? What should you stretch? What should you not stretch? These are things that you can learn, okay? You don't need to go and enroll in college or anything like that and spend years taking electives just to go, no. When I started, I had it done to me. And then I went out, started finding education, and to my surprise, it was 1 day, 2 day, 3 day.
Yeah.
The longest I ever did in education was a 5-day course.
Wow.
Right? And once I started applying these techniques to my friends and family and people around me, it was just the response that I got from it gave me the confidence to know that, okay, I can keep building on this and people are gonna keep coming.
Wow. Yeah. Guys, as you're sitting here listening to this, I need you to share in the comments, what are you thinking? What are you excited about? And as I also hear this, because I specialize in mindset and overthinking and imposter syndrome. You have someone listening to us right now, right? And they're like, yeah, I hear you, but sounds too good to be true. What is a mindset block that you had to work on yourself to put Ben the Baptist, this person that we're sitting here looking at today?
Wow. So when I started my business, I hired a coach, right? And this coach was my client first. I don't remember if she became my client first, she was my coach first, but I remember early on, when I would work on her, I'd be like, well, I'm not a chiropractor. I almost didn't, it was almost like it was too good to be true.
Yep.
Because something that I learned over a few days, and now I have big responsible people coming to see me and they're coming back and they're paying. But in my head, I was like, well, I didn't go to school for this.
Right.
Like how, what, you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is that I was actually helping people. People were showing up on my schedule and I was booked out. And so I remember her telling me, she's like, yo, Ben, whenever I hear you talk, it's almost like you putting this down here, like
Shrinking
it. She's like, no, what you got is, she's like, I've gone to different people. I've gone to the best this, I've gone to the best that. And so one of the things that you have to get over is that, yes, you can learn something over a few days, apply it, and it works, and you can get paid from it.
Build wealth, build legacy, build your business, the whole nine. That's interesting because what I realize is that when you discover your gift, your secret sauce, and your superpower, you can help someone who makes more money than you, has the degrees. For example, I coined this thing, millionaire mindset coach. Someone said, are you a millionaire? I said, not yet, but I'm not promising you I'm going to make you a millionaire. I'm promising you I'm going to help you shift the mindset blocks so you can get out of your own way, so you can launch your business and make the money you want to make. So a lot of times we try to compare ourselves to others, but Ben's gifts and skills are not mine, and my gifts and superpowers are not his. And so we got to be still, guys, and really pause to explore who we're becoming, what we truly want, and work on our belief system so we know that we can literally achieve it.
Yes.
When you think of the percentage of mindset and how it impacts business, what percentage would you give it, in your own opinion?
Mindset and how it impacts business, is number one, mindset is everything. With the wrong mindset, you can get started, but you're not going to get very far. One, okay? With the right mindset, that right mindset can carry you much further than you ever thought possible. Okay, so it's almost like the driving force behind the business.
Most definitely. Foundation.
Yes.
What percentage
Yes.
would you give it? Y'all see, he ain't answer my question.
I don't, it's hard. It's hard, like mindset over business.
Would you say 50-50, 80-10, 80-20? What are your thoughts?
I think that I don't know, LaShana, maybe 50-50, because you got to have the right mindset, but then you got to have execution.
Yep.
Right?
So let me tell you my thought pattern behind it. If you have a scarcity mindset, a negative mindset, the execution will never come because you don't have that battery in your back, that power. When you have naysayers, maybe your parents, oh, you want to leave corporate? You better not leave that good job. You're making 6 figures. And you never leave, but then you realize 6 figures is the floor. It's not even the pie in the sky, right? So I believe, and mind you, this is not a debate, it's like 90 to 100%. Because this is the thing, new levels, new devils.
Yeah.
You meet this milestone, then you're like, oh my God, I just got a $1,000 client. Was this a fluke? Maybe it was. Let me quit. It literally can make you backpedal. So it's like a muscle that we always have to exercise.
Yeah. I say 50-50 because I have heard people with the right mindset, but no execution. Right? And sometimes you got to operate blind.
Yeah.
You got to operate with faith, and and just, you can't see it, but you got to just keep going. And that's why that execution piece
Most definitely
is so important. You know what I mean?
We'll agree to disagree, right? And mind you, of course I'm going to ride or die. I'm in the field. But I think bottom line, you have to believe that even if you don't know what the freak you're doing, you will figure it out. That relentlessness, that perseverance. So as we wrap up, Ben, I want to ask you one question, and it's really for us to know what is brewing and what is percolating with you and the Stretch Loft in this season that you're able to share. Are we going to see different franchises, different Stretch Lofts all over the world? Are you having a live event? What's going on?
So I guess I'm going to be transparent. We're getting ready to take over the world.
Oh, yes. I love it.
Right now is we're putting together the team where we're actually attracting the people that we need to execute on this mission of spreading healing worldwide, especially through Black and Brown communities. And so we're establishing a world headquarters in the DMV area.
Nice.
We just added on to our team, both at the Stretch Loft and the Stretch Loft Academy.
Okay.
And also I'm headed back to Kenya, to Africa this year.
Wow.
I was there early this year and, did different events with people out there, people in the bodywork space. And so we're actually taking our certification over to Kenya this year and also to Ghana. And so
that's huge.
And listen, it takes more than just me, all right? And so we're building a team. So if you're out there in the world and you've got a skill set, you've got a passion, you want to grow, you want to have an impact worldwide, I'd say get in contact with us. If you're looking to learn a skill set, turn your hands into bands or turn your hands into income, there's a questionnaire, a career fit questionnaire that we've put together for you that takes you through different questions for you to help you figure out, is this the right move for you and what's available for you? All right, once you fill that out, then someone from my team will get in contact with you, or you can schedule a call and we'll help you walk through those steps, okay?
Yeah.
I always say, just knowing the skill set is not enough. You gotta have the skill set, but also you have to have the systems that make it work.
Most definitely.
And so we provide you with both.
So guys, we're gonna drop that career fit link in the comments area in the description below. Here on the Healing While Building podcast, we actually shoot live at the event space Pop Up and Create. We celebrate our 4-year anniversary in August, so make sure to connect with us. Ben, I always ask my guests one question and I'll have you fill in the blank, okay? I'm healing while building because...
I'm healing while building because it's necessary. It's because also I'm also here as a vessel to show others what does it look like, okay? Like as entrepreneurs, we're not perfect. Like we're both dealing with things, with stuff, all right?
Yeah.
I dealt with grief, I'm still dealing with it. But what I realized that if I don't commit to the healing, I'm not gonna build anything.
Bar.
Okay, and so what does that look like? I mean, it looks like going to therapy, that looks like journaling, that looks like working out, that looks like breathing. And it also looks like, one thing that I took from you was sharing.
Yeah.
Right? Like I went online the other day and I just shared, like, listen, I lost my best friend. I've not been the same. And so I've gotten an outpour of condolences and people who have gone through the same thing. That's helping me to heal.
Yep.
All right, which is helping me to build.
Because you're releasing it and sharing it and not keeping it inside, right? And that sharing piece, guys, is so magical because somebody else is like, oh my God, me too. And then it prompts them and motivates them to share. It's a domino effect of healing. So I'm healing while building because I believe there's someone else out there who may be at step 0. And as long as I believe that my step 1, 2, or 3 can help them, we all get to heal together. So guys, we have the Healing While Building Summit November 6th, 7th, and 8th. We may see someone there, maybe not. But regardless, guys, tap in, follow the Stretch Loft, follow at LaShana West, and follow Healing While Building. We'll see you next time on the Healing While Building podcast. Bye.
Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Ben the Baptist. I'm the founder and owner of the Stretch Loft and the Stretch Loft Academy. I'm the guy who, I like to think I'm a person who made stretch therapy popular. I've been in the stretch therapy industry for the last 13 years. I started off as a personal trainer, and today I own a 7-figure business which consists of 2 studios in the Maryland area and with a team of about 10 practitioners. And then also we have the Stretch Loft Academy, which is the academy which we train, certify, and mentor aspiring professionals who want to get into stretch therapy. And so today I'm going to be doing a live demonstration on the ground. One thing you all should know is that stretch therapy can be done on a massage table, on a chair, on the ground, or even standing up, okay? And so we're going to do some groundwork today with my model, all right? The whole basis of the reason I'm doing this is because when I got into this industry 13 years ago, I had an injury that traditional medicine couldn't figure out. Chiropractors, physical therapists, massage therapists, and I came across a trainer who knew how to stretch. And he literally put me on a table for about 10, 15 minutes, stretched me out, and it took my body out of pain instantly. And so I was so floored by that experience that I went around and started looking like, where can I learn how to do this? And to my surprise, I learned that, number one, I didn't need a license to do this. I didn't need to go back to school to do this, all right? All I needed was the proper training. So once I got the proper training, I started to execute. I started to go home and practice on my friends and family, and before you know it, they started paying me. And so over the last decade, I've figured out the systems that I need to not only be able to make this, started off as a hustle, but now make it into a 7-figure empire. And so today I'm here to teach you guys that you can do the exact same, okay? So the whole purpose of today is to teach you guys how you can turn your hands into income, all right? So just follow along with me, all right? So the first thing that I have here, I forgot my model's name. Your name again?
Catherine.
Catherine, okay. So the first thing that we want to do, y'all, is that we want to first calm the client down, okay? Remember, this is for those of you you don't have to be a massage therapist, personal trainer. You could be at home about to retire or even thinking about doing a career switch, okay? And so if you're somebody who people always come to you, you're an empath, like you like working with people, you're good with your hands, this could be for you, okay? So the first thing that we want to do is that we just want to make sure that the client is nice and calm. A lot of times when people are tight is because their nervous system is dysregulated. It could be from sitting too much, it could be from stress, it could be from tension, it could be from a car accident, it could be from grief, from loss, from pregnancy, whatever, okay? So you want to really just calm the person down first. So Catherine, I'm going to have you just start off taking a nice deep breath in through your nose and gently out through your mouth. Okay, and we're gonna do this for about like a minute, okay? And you can do it up to 5 minutes if you want. Nice deep breath in and out. Good, good, good. So guys, this allows for that nervous system to relax. It allows for it to really connect the breath with the body before I even start doing anything. You can't just go start pushing and pulling on muscles when the body's cold, okay? Good, good. So the first thing that we're gonna start off with is that we're gonna start off with traction, okay? So I like to start off on both my knees, all right? And if you have problems with your knees, you can get like a knee pad or something like that. But I'm gonna grab her ankles, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just lean back. And this is helping to decompress her spine, right? A lot of us are standing most of the day, and so that spine gets compressed. Or even if you're sitting most of the day, that spine gets compressed. This helps that spine out. We can actually even stand up and get right here. I'm gonna take my shoes off, just so if you like working barefooted, y'all, here's another area you could do that. Okay, so we're gonna come up here and give her more traction. Catherine, how's that feel?
Feels wonderful.
Yeah, a lot of people are sitting at home with low back pain, with sciatica, and you can help them. You don't need to be a chiropractor. You can help them. Okay? So you can learn how to do this. You can see I'm moving very gently. I'm not forcing anything. Catherine is still breathing really nicely. Yes. Good. How does that feel? Good. What I like about stretch therapy, y'all, is that, when you're getting a massage, usually you're face down, you're breathing, you may be going to sleep. You don't get the feedback that you need. In stretching, I can get feedback. If I'm going too far, she can give me that feedback, whether she, gives me feedback with her face, or she compensates, or she tells me, okay? So you don't have to wait till the end of the session to be like, well, how was that? All right, so now we're gonna get into her hamstring a little bit, okay? Nice deep breath in. And breathe, there we go. Just giving that a nice little lift. And I can work from down here also. Take that outside. Now we're getting to those adductors. As you can see, I'm not forcing anything, y'all. All right, this is a technical skill set. It's not about forcing. The body's gonna let go. Your job is not to push it. Your job is just to assist it. Nice deep breath in. And as she breathes out, I'm gonna start to lengthen that hamstring. Take it out. Yes. And this is very comfortable on my body. I don't feel any pain or anything like that. I'm not sacrificing my body or anything like that. All right, let's get into that glute a little bit. Nice deep breath in. And breathe out. You'll be surprised how these little gentle stretches, like what they do for the client, really open the body up. All right? People who have a hard time sleeping or relaxing, something that they could do. All right? And you can learn how to do this, y'all. You can learn how to do it online, or you can come in person. We can give that hip a little rotation. And you can see Catherine's like really, really relaxed right now. Okay, nice deep breath in. And breathe. Give that hip a little rotation there. Good. You feel that? Good. Nice deep breath in. Let's get into that glute and breathe. Ooh, yeah. That's your butt muscle. Ooh, you feel that? Ooh. Okay. When those glutes are tight, a lot of time that low back is tight. Did you feel that?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's do that again. I'm going real nice. I'm going gentle. I'm going with her breath. I'm not fighting her. I'm not pushing. I'm right there with her. This is what makes a difference. Nice deep breath in. And let's breathe. Yes, yes, yes. Let's ride that over here. Boom. Okay. Yes. All right, now we're gonna go into the lower back. Nice deep breath in. And breathe. Just gonna roll that low back and lengthen. Good. Let's do that again. And breathe. Like I said, if you're somebody who you want to work with people, you've been trying to find a way to get into wellness, right? You don't want to go back to school for years or spend thousands of dollars in going back to school. This is a technical skill set that you can get into and learn over the course of a few weeks and start changing lives right away, and actually also start helping yourself. Okay, you guys see where she's at right now. Nice deep breath in. And let it go. Yes, 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 yes. We're gonna add a little bit of movement on here, Catherine. We're just gonna extend this arm. Take a nice deep breath in. And open that hand up and breathe out. Yes. Yes. Is that good? Now, Catherine, I just saw that look you gave me. I'm taking, all right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is...
This feels good.
Guys, listen, if you got a lady at home and she's working real hard, she's tense, she's tight, this is the best gift that you can give her, all right? I always tell partners, listen, don't stress them, stretch them, okay? Let's do the other side. Let's do the other side. I know you feel, oh, okay. Is this that tight side you was talking about?
It might have been this side.
Okay, all right. So let's start off with some traction. Nice deep breath in. And breathe. Get some good traction. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. When it feel good, just shake your head for me. Yes. So that means I can go more. I can do more. Yes. Do you know you need to stretch, but you thought stretching was like, go do yoga, but you don't really want to do yoga? Let us do it for you, or let somebody else do it for you, okay? Yes, breathe, breathe. I can feel the tension and tightness in this leg right here. Let me get down here again. All right, let's bend this knee. Nice deep breath in. And breathe. I tell you, so we're at the Pop Up and Create studio in Marietta, Georgia, and it's really pop up and create. We popped up and now this is what we're creating. Shout out to LaShana West and Pop Up and Create Studios. Shout out to Alexander Aperture on the apparatuses. Okay, so we're gonna get a little jiggy with it, all right? So we're just gonna shake that out a little bit because I feel some tension there, right? And y'all can see I'm real comfortable. I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm real comfortable. Shake that out. Does that feel good? Okay, nice deep breath in. Let's go, breathe out. Ooh. Yo, a 15-minute stretch. A 15-minute stretch feels like a chiropractic session, a massage session, a therapy session, and a yoga session all in one. Again, nice deep breath in. Breathe. Yeah, this side is tight. Yep, one side is usually tighter than the other one. All right. And the great thing about this, y'all, is that we can teach you guys how to figure out what's tight in the body before you even touch the body. All right? The body tells a story. And breathe. That's tight. That's tight. Okay. Okay. So, speaking of the body tells a story, whenever I encounter a tight part inside the body, automatically, I start communicating with that person, right? I understand that there may be some emotion that she's holding or some experience that she's holding in that area that she may or may not be ready to release just yet. And it's not my goal to try to force her to release it. It's my goal to get her to interact with that area of her body and tap into it. And as she breathes, if she decides to, if she's ready to, she could release it, okay? So that's one of the things about stretch therapy, y'all, is you really do become a therapist in this process, okay? So let's try that. And let's breathe. She looks like she wants to release it. Yes. You want to release it, Catherine? Okay, good. Yes. 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. Keep going. Go. Just shaking it out just a little bit. Good. Like I said, I'm not forcing anything. I'm just facilitating her release. Give her a little coaching. So the next time you breathe out, I want you to go, ah. Okay, so take a nice deep breath in. And open up and, ah. You felt that? Yes. There it is. Yes. One more time. Ah. Wow. Yes. Again. Ah. You want to go one more time? Mm-hmm. Okay, come on. Grab my hip, grab my hip, grab my hip. Breathe in. And ah. Y'all see I'm using my body to do this? I'm barely using my strength. Yep, I'm using mostly her energy to do this. Okay, so one of the most important things when doing body work is that body workers need to realize when the work is actually being done. And it's not being done when you're actually on the body, it's actually being done now. All right, we've tapped into one of those storage banks where, like I said, she may or may not have been ready to let go yet. And we were able to go a little deep in there, but now is where she's actually feeling the effects and the impact as she goes through whatever she was holding on to. That makes sense, Catherine?
Yes.
You feeling it, ain't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's very important that during this stage, you just kind of step back. Just let them breathe. So just give her like a minute and just let her just do her thing. So, guys, this is how you turn your hands into income, okay? This is how you can help people around you, whether they are your friends, your family members, or people that actually need help, all right? My whole purpose of doing this is that 15 years ago, when I had an injury and I went through the traditional methods of care, I wasn't out of pain. I kept on looking, I kept on exploring, finding ways, and it was a trainer, it was someone who had the skill set, who got trained, who helped me get out of pain. And so today, I teach people how to do the exact same thing. And you can do this over online, or you could do it in person, okay? Most of you guys already have the skill set. If you're an empath, if you like working with people, you like working with your hands, you want to get into wellness. If any of this resonates with you, this may be where you want to start. And so if that's the case, I've got a questionnaire that we've put together that helps you to figure out what path is best for you, where you should start, all right? Some of you guys are starting fresh and some of you guys are already seasoned, but you may want to jump into this work. And so this is your opportunity. Just fill out the questionnaire and someone on my team will get with you and we'll see where you can get started.
So now that you've watched a few of our Beauty and the Beast episodes, I want to do a quick check-in. My question is, what has been resonating the most? Because sometimes, guys, when we hear different things, your body will keep the score. If you haven't read the book, just click the link below and grab it. I'm not the author. You'll find out all the things. The body keeps the score. How? If you're getting nervous and maybe your palms are getting sweaty, maybe you have a body ailment, some pain in your shoulder, or even like decreased hunger or increased hunger, those are signs that something else is going on. And so when you are literally thriving in business, but then you start to not thrive anymore and you start to survive, we got to ask ourselves, why? Why am I feeling low? Why is it that every time I go into a certain environment, I start to shrink? Or why is it that comparison starts to come across my psyche whenever I see this one person? All that is an opportunity for you to break through. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to take a deep breath and to sit and literally simmer in all the things you've been learning on this podcast episode. But I don't want you to stop there. I now want you to give yourself grace and praise yourself for doing the hard thing. We'll see you on the next episode.